Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, it's the beginning of the week, and I hope you've had an amazing weekend and really taken the time to think back of what you've achieved and what we've got through in the first week of testing with MYP. So let's jump into this week and find out what it's going to be all about. So the dimension we're going to be concentrating this morning is going to be health and fitness, and the aspect of that dimension is going to be looking at nutrition and why it's different for you, why it's different for me, and why we should all take a little step back and have a look at what our daily nutritional intake really looks like. Let's go. Okay, so the first bit of advice I'm going to give you today is to really simplify this whole nutrition thing. All this information that I'm sharing with you has been provided to me by our nutrition expert who leads up our nutrition group, Annie Lambeth, okay, and that's part of the health and fitness dimension. And she's advised, and I've taken some of this from my own experience, that you really need to take a step back and look at energy being used and calories coming in to the body, okay? So calories coming in is just potential energy. So if your calories coming in is greater than your expenditure, then you're gonna put weight on. If you don't take enough in and your expenditure is higher, then you're gonna lose weight. Obviously, if they're balanced, then you're gonna stay the same weight. So take a little step back and be brutally honest with yourself and work out what you actually do during the day and what you take in, okay? And with regards to what you take in, that's where it can get a little bit confusing. So let's really dive into what we're eating. I'm going to keep it super simple, okay? So I'm just going to break it down into three areas: proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And basically they're your macronutrients. They're what you need to really function as a body, okay? So your proteins, they're the building blocks which build and repair everything. Carbohydrates are your energy, and fats, guys, just do everything. They help with the sending of messages from your brain to your body, so your neurological pathway. They help with the cells, they help with the rebuilding and the structuring of your body, so super important. Now what happens is, depending on our body types, our requirement from each area can differ. So I'm going to break them down into three little areas, and hopefully that'll help you sort of redefine maybe what nutritional requirements your body actually needs. So if you are trying to get bigger, or you are a bigger individual, and take into consideration that all of your nutritional requirements are balanced, so you're not sort of super busy working out, you're just sort of working out regularly and eating regularly. If you are big or you're trying to get big, then your protein requirements will be higher, okay? Just because of the need to repair and the need to grow. That's just part of it. So if you're big or you're trying to get bigger, then your protein intake will be slightly higher. If, like me, you are super maxed out with energy and you are always working hard and you're always busy burrowing away, whether it's exercise, whether it's just your job or just the way you are, then your carbohydrates need to be higher, okay? My carb intake will be higher than somebody else's just because of the amount of energy that I expel during the day. So if you're busy, carbohydrates supplies energy and you need more of it, so your carbohydrates might be slightly higher. Okay, and the fats, well, like I said earlier, everybody needs to get fats, guys. The only fats that we're concerned about are the ones that are not man-made. All fats that are not man-made are good for you. It's only the ones that are made in factories that are bad for you. And fats, like I said, are good for hormones, they're good for your neurological pathway, they make up most of your brain, and they are part of every single one of the billion plus cells in your body, okay? They make up a part of it, so they are super important. So you need to be getting in your natural fats, okay? I will let you know examples of natural fats, good sources of proteins, and good sources of carbohydrates, because again, depending on your intake and how you like your food, that can get a bit complicated as well. So your thought for the day, guys, and this is quite a hard one to get our head around, is to think of food as a preventative measure towards some of the serious ailments you can get later on in life. So cardiovascular disease, heart disease, diabetes, some forms of cancer, okay? Food has been linked to preventative measures in these areas. So let's think about preventing them rather than using them as a treatment. So you've already got the ailment or the disease. Let's start to adjust our food intake and the quality of the food that we're getting in to prevent these things, rather than saying, okay, I've got it now I'm going to change something, okay? Really start to tie it down on what's good to eat and what's bad to eat, and take all the bad stuff out of your life. We're here to help you with that, guys, don't worry. And now for the challenge part of the day, okay? And this is something I want you to try and do all week, but it's just specifically to do with nutrition. And I hope all the other challenges from last week will continue to work through this week. But what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to, on a daily basis, write down all the food and drink that you eat, okay? And I want you to share that with me, okay? Here at NYP, and I'll pass it on to our nutritionists in our health and fitness area, and we're going to give you some feedback, guys, on some little things that you can change, okay? So your challenge for the week is for every day this week, just for 1 week, so we can get a sort of snapshot about what your calorie intake is. I want you to write down all the things you eat and all the things you drink, and I guarantee by at least Tuesday or Wednesday, if you're honest, you'll already start to change things in your daily routine. It's that effective. And now for the motivator, okay? So remember, you are what you eat. So don't be cheap, don't be fast, don't be easy, and don't be fake, okay? It's all about the good stuff you put into your body. Put the good stuff in and you'll get the good stuff out. And I hope we have another amazing week this week, guys, because I was super impressed with everything from last week, and I hope it continues this week. Have a great Monday, and let's smash the rest of the week. See you guys soon.